Thank you, our sister. In a special way, I would appreciate the teams, the committee that did put together this event, and of course the event we'll be having tomorrow evening. The Gen Zs, Omochueria and your team, and everyone else that was involved in this. I'm indeed very proud to be associated with Minnesota. Your Excellency, Dr. Fred Matiang'i, this is like my second home. I know literally everyone that is here, and we are so happy to host you, and we are so happy that this has turned out very, very well. As you may know, our country is in a political crisis that we created ourselves. We allowed ourselves to be hoodwinked by an individual who lied to hustlers or the downtrodden, an individual who managed to cheat the church, an individual who lied to professionals, an individual who was gifted with the gift of the gab, and he managed to hoodwink a whole nation, a nation that is taking down the wrong path. And for that reason, today we are gathered here to bring a gentleman who we know has served before in the office, in the Interior Office, in the Ministry of Education, in the Ministry of Information, in the ministry, and he was again a Prime Minister when we were tangoing with the current President, William Ruto. This political crisis has created a huge problem. And for those of us who read the Bible, in Proverbs 29 verse 2, it says, when the righteous are in power, the people rejoice. However, when the wicked, like the individual we have today, and his surrogates are in power, the people are crying. And it is for that reason that we have to change the leadership of our country. Are we in agreement that we are going to change the leadership of our country? Yes. Are we in agreement that we are changing Kenya? Yes. Can we see that by a show of hands? Yes. And today, we want to invite you, Dr. Matiang'i. You know, they say you have never been a kettle you've never been elected as an MCA. You've been elected as a member of parliament. But we want to tell you today that underdog story is an exciting story. We want to genuinely do that thing of taking you from bottom to the top. And today, I want that all this that you're doing will one day pay off. I know you have sleepless nights. We talk often, sometimes in the middle of the night. And I know 24 hours are not enough for you. But we pray and continue to support you in everything that you do. Promise you that we will continue to work with you. You need to know, Your Excellency, that no one will believe in you unless you believe in you. We want to see the Matiang'i we saw in the Ministry of Interior, the Matiang'i we saw in the Ministry of Education, the Matiang'i we saw transforming Kenya. That is what we want to see. While we appreciate that you go into the corporate world, the World Bank, but the Kenyan politics is murky, and we want to see the tough Matiang'i speak up and face William Ruto, mundu to mundu. In a special way, I appreciate the diasporans. Yes. You have a special role to play. A special role to play in the sense that you have dependents at home. You have your relatives at home. You can talk to them. But there is a bigger role. And today, I know Dr. Fred Matiang'i cannot come to talk about it. In a special way, I want to ask all diasporans, those in the US, those in Canada, those in UAE, in England and Europe, we want to request you, please, we are dealing with a monster in Kenya. A gentleman who has decided to steal from our coffers to run his campaigns. We will not be able to compete if you don't support us. We are genuinely requesting that you support Dr. Fred Matiang'i kwa hali na mali. Tunaelewana? We are seeking your support in every way. We are seeking your support. Talk to your relatives. Lakini pia mkipata $20, $50, $100, let us get into WhatsApp groups and let us support Dr. Fred Matiang'i. To finish, today we would have had a number of members of parliament here with us, but they didn't manage to get their visas because for Honorable Risa Benyoka, I know the system, William Ruto and his system were uncomfortable that if he got his visa, he would have leaked this room. So they delayed his letter, so his visa will be coming out sometime next week. I'm however inviting you tomorrow evening. We'll be having the annual meeting. Let us come in numbers. Let us come in numbers so that we get to listen to our Excellency Dr. Fred Matiang'i. Dr. Fred Matiang'i, we know you can transform our country. You have the power, you have the will, you have the enthusiasm, and we believe you are going to do this together with the team that you are working with. We appreciate the team you are working with, Honorable Wamunyoro Gashagwa. We appreciate our brother Kalonzo Musyoka, Eugene Wamalwa, and Natembea, and all the others. We pray that you remain united. You are a gifted diplomat. Just ensure that you don't break up the association that you have, because you have the numbers to topple this monster for us to transform our country. I will finish there, and at this point, can we all be upstanding and some music please to welcome our Excellency Matiang'i. Minnesota hoye! Minnesota hoye! Minnesota Minnesota! Before I say something, I think it will be prudent that I invite our sister Mheshimiwa Hulda to say something before I can speak. A round of applause for Hulda. Wow, thank you. Thank you. She's been a wonderful lady in helping us organize this event. Thank you. Welcome.
Thank you so much. Minnesota, Muko. Minnesota, oh yay. Oh wait, this is America. We don't do that, so I will not do that. Welcome to the state of Minnesota. If you do not know me, my name is Hulda Matiang'I'S, the representative representing this district where you are of the state of Minnesota. And this state made history by electing the first Kenyan-born, not Kenyan American-born, Kenyan-born because Obama was first Kenyan American, to the Minnesota State Legislature. So with that, because of time, and I definitely know that you are here to hear from His Excellency, Dr. Fred Matiang'i, I just have a quick remarks tonight. Your Excellency, Dr. Fred Matiang'i, honorable members of parliament from Kenya, my brother here. I know there are some that wanted to come but couldn't make it. Esteemed aspirants. So those of you who are running in Kenya in 2027, raise your hand, wave. I see Jonah, I can't even name them. Okay, there we go. There's so many. And those who are running here, I have to be bipartisan. Who is running here? Raise your hand. Yes, right here. Awesome, amazing. And to all Minnesotans, the organizing committee who put this thing together, Chair Makori and your team, and of course my Gen Zs. Muko wapi Gen Zs? All this, look at them, all the security you see around here, this men have done amazing. Karibu sana to the great state of Minnesota. This is more than just a visit. It's a moment of possibilities. It crosses where visions meet reality, where heritage meets innovation, and where Kenyan spirit meets global opportunity. I welcome you not just as a state representative, but as a proud daughter of Philip and Tabitha Momanyi. Please stand up and wave, because if it wasn't for you, I would not be here today. Thank you. I also want to acknowledge my husband, Mr. Bart Hiltsley Ondieki, Protocol Officer number 1. Raise your hand and wave. Thank you for your quiet strength. Thank you for your support. So to our Minnesota team, you have continued to deliver, and let's continue to deliver. To the national team, thank you so much for everything. Now, Your Excellency, your presence here signals something greater than politics. It signals potential, because when Kenya gets good governance, right governance, the partnerships that can be built between our two nations are limitless. Let me say that again. If we have good governance in Kenya, the partnerships between our two nations will be limitless. We are not just talking about friendship. We are talking about shared prosperity. We see opportunities in healthcare, where partnerships can mobilize care and expand access from Kisumu to Kitale to Nairobi. We see opportunities in agriculture, where innovation and scale can turn Kenya into food baskets for East Africa and the world. We see technology, where our youths are already building platforms that are rivaling Silicon Valley here in the US. What they need is support and not suppression. Manufacturing, where our diaspora expertise can fuel factories, create jobs, and keep Kenyan good competitors. And lastly, education, where every girl and every boy would not only attend school, but thrive, dream, and build. Let me be clear. Thank you, somebody understands that point. Thank you. Let me be clear. The Kenya diaspora is not just waiting for handouts. Dr. Matiang'i, we are ready to invest. We are ready to invest, but investment thrives where integrity is non-negotiable, where systems, like my sister Lena said, work, where visionary leaders welcome transparency and innovation and action. That is why governance matters. Good governance. Let's talk about facts. The Kenyan diaspora sends how much? How many billions of dollars did the Kenyan diaspora send back home? For what? Not million, billion. Billion US dollars. More than any other sector. We are just not a feel-good constituency, right? We are not just here as a cash cow. We are an economic engine. And we are done being what? Overlooked. We in the diaspora are done being overlooked. We are no longer here being treated like visitors in a home we have helped build. Our money counts, our votes count, and our voices count. We are not coming home empty-handed. We are coming with strategies, capital, and demand for what? Dignity. But let me also say this. We can't outsource change. Let me say it again. We cannot outsource change. Whether you are in Nairobi, Minneapolis, Crystal, Minnesota, Shakopee, where are my Shakopee people at? The responsibility is ours. So let me ask you this tonight. What will you do with your voice as a diaspora? We have a role to play. What will you do with your voice? What will you do with all the freedoms you have in this country? And what will you do for the next generation who is watching us? Let us recommit our vote to our vote. Let us recommit to invest, to build, and to serve. Because if we want a better Kenya, nobody else is going to give it to us. We have to help build it. We must create it. We have to envision it. If we want better leadership, we must become it. And if we want justice, we must demand it. And on both sides of the ocean, not just Kenya, but here in this country that we have called home. So as my mentor, Senator Paul Wellstone would say, I'll say it again. We all do better when we all do better when we all do better. So let's do better. Let us lead with purpose. Let us rise together. And Karibu, again, Your Excellency, you coming here signifies the importance of the diaspora and their role and their voice in who leads the next generation of Kenya. So with that, Minnesota, good job. I'm very proud. Asanteni sana. Thank you.